have spent a whopping 2,600 hours, and counting, on Animal Crossing New Horizons. All of those hours have been adding up since the game came out 4 years ago. And yes, all of those hours are for the same island that I started with on day 1 that the game released. And finally, after terraforming, decorating, and re-terraforming, I finally have no further itch to make any more adjustments. So, let's take a tour of my island with my friends and see the place that I've become so proud of making in this silly little game. So I'm good to go if you guys are good.
Hell yeah.
Bring it on!
Does anyone have an extra balloon? I want a balloon.
Oh, I do. I don't know how to give it to you, though.
You're gonna lose it like last time.
I'm not gonna lose nothing. Look at these sporty shades. Oh, you're doing your thing.
You're fine. You will start at resident services if you're doing a dream tour of this island, but we're gonna start here and just go through the island here. I don't really have a specific way you should walk through this island, so this tour is gonna kind of just be sporadic. I've got all of my lovely friends here to help me along the tour, just to, you know, really liven things up here. So right now we're at the front of the island. Right away you get, you know, bombarded by a lot. There's a lot going on here. And I will say, every villager house is decorated, and they're all decorated to either be like stores or restaurants. So if you find one that is open during the dream address, feel free to pop in. My house is also decorated as such, but we'll get to that later. But speaking of which, we already have a villager house right here, and I'm stuck. Okay. a villager house right here that's ready to you know, be explored, and since it's right there, let's just go ahead and look in it. He's cooking right now, but normally that furniture isn't there, but that's okay. But I made Fang a little bread bakery, specifically bread. I didn't want it to be cakes and stuff.
Wait a second, what do they sell here?
He sells bread.
Bread! Oh my god, bread! Finally, bread! Yes, bread! Oh my god, bread! Bread! Bread!
Moving along, so right at the entrance here, you can see there are some stairs, so I'm gonna climb up these stairs here, and this kind of goes into a big part of the island. It goes into this bakery area that we have Miss Koala having some cake over here, and Tizzy working the register, which I don't think I trust him there. This house is also ready for us to tour in, so we can go ahead and take a look at this house as well. So this is Meringue's Bakery. I made a little cute photo wall over here, like if you take out your camera here and you do the pro camera. Take a nice little picture against this wall with that little guy right there, but that doesn't really matter. But what matters is she's got this cute little bakery, all sorts of cute baked goods here, and it's just cute. I don't know how many times I have to say cute. I'm probably going to say that a lot during this tour, honestly. Alrighty, so everybody's enjoying a little bit of the bakery here. Ethan is trying to actually break into the bakery here, so I'm just can I go this way? I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. What's cool about this area is if you go back here, there's a secret little spot that you can go to and get to a hidden donut shop at the top of this area. It's a cute little donut shop. Isn't this cute? I really like how it looks up here, though. I think it looks pretty good and layered.
It's still got the cannon, yes!
Don't talk about the cannon.
Oh god. Is that what killed SheepWave?
I don't know, you tell me.
Story.
Press A to eat the donut. Nope, not there. Stop doing that. Stop. Do it, Tizzy.
My hand's stuck!
There you
Let
go.
me try it again. Let me help you. Try it again.
Levi
sorry.
is sitting in front of the exit. We're all trapped.
SheepWave used to
There
love
we go.
donuts.
Donut disease!
What does that even mean? Yeah, apparently my island's haunted. So yeah, this is the whole bakery area, along with the donut shop that is hidden on top of everything. And then if we go to the right of the bakery and the donut shop, there is a boba tea shop area. And you have all sorts of boba teas that you can pick up, and then there's also just nice layering. You got the Doughnut Shop area up there, along with the boba tea. I love layering on islands, so I had to do that with my island, and you'll see that constantly throughout this whole tour. Look at that, enjoy, oh, he's just sipping his boba tea, look at that. Wow. Simultaneously. So from this boba tea shop, there's a little exit you can take down here. That takes you right into resident services. This is where you will start whenever you take a dream address tour of this place. And whenever you do dream of this place, there's little gifts for you to pick up so you can, you know, have little goodies to open up as you go through the island. Isn't that nifty? Look at all those. You picked up the weeds.
I got a gift for you. Are you ready?
Don't trust his gifts!
You want me to drop it over here? This is so you could populate your island.
What the hell is this? Wait, stop! Why are you dropping so many things? What are these? Stop! I don't want the gnomes! Get the gnomes off my island! No, I don't want them!
They're
Mom's
yours.
embroidery? What?
Oh wait,
gnome?
I don't know.
Coffee cup? Are you just offloading your trash?
No, it's yours. The gnomes are
Yeah?
keep them.
Here, I can give the gnomes something to play with.
Oh gosh, what are you dropping? Oh!
What the crap? Man, it'd be a shame if somebody did that too.
So from resident services, I'm gonna go down here. I also wanted to include like a little ice cream shop. You've got all sorts of ice creams you can pick up too at the shop, so that's a lot of fun.
I died of ice cream disease!
I thought you died of donuts!
What?
Just to show you where the airport is from resident services, if you just go down from the ice cream shop and to the left, you just go all the way down this path and then you end up at the airport. So then you kind of see where we just came from here. We just walked through these presents. These are just presents for everybody who's here. This is not part of the dream address, so go ahead and open them.
Oh, wait, it's pink this time. Even better.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would have given this to Sheppel if he was alive.
Starting from the airport again, we're gonna go left this time since we went up and we've been to the right. We're gonna go left now. And from the left side, there's a little beach area here. It's a little drinking cafe? I don't know, a little drink cafe here that, you know, is just right along the ocean because I wanted to populate the beaches a little bit. You know, I don't know, the beaches were just empty and I figured this would be good to just, you know, add a little drink stall here. And then you can also sit on this little picnic.
Beach disease!
What? Yeah, empty beach disease is a very common thing amongst the Animal Crossing community. Stop dropping garden gnomes all over my island!
Ethan, stop doing that.
Keep dropping
No.
the notes.
No! No, don't listen to the demons!
I'm the devil on your shoulder.
So there's a path leading to the rest of my island here. We'll go to that in a minute, but this path leads to Nook's Cranny, which is just decorated to kind of be like a florist shop, but right now it's kind of like a Valentine's florist shop over here since it's about to be Valentine's Day at this time. And throughout the year, I'm gonna, you know, update my dream address with, you know, kind of seasonal themes. So I'll add like, you know, Easter, which is coming up, and then also like, you know, kind of make it more summery once it's summer, you know, just to, you know, to spruce things up a little bit. But for the most part, I'm not gonna really change anything else on my island. And then if you go across this bridge here, got a lovely little view here of some landscaping. You have this path that leads you to my house, which is a restaurant, which it looks like people are already going to the restaurant. So I guess we'll just all go in there.
It's Chili's. Is this Chili's?
Oh, dude, I can't wait to have the Boss Burger 2.0.
So this is my house, and like I said before, it's decorated to be like a little restaurant, specifically like a little breakfast restaurant, because I love going to breakfast-themed restaurants all the time. I just think
I
it
love
came
breakfast.
out pretty well. And there's several rooms to look through. I guess what we should do first is we'll kind of go from left all the way to the right. So we're going to start with this room, which is going to be the kitchen. So this is the kitchen. Looks like there's no cooks in the kitchen right now, but we've got all sorts of delectable things coming through, ready for the restaurant to consume. I think it came out pretty well. You know, just a cute little kitchen.
Izzy,
Yes?
destroy the bathroom.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you.
That's a good segue into the next room we're going to, which is this back room, which is also the bathroom. So we've got clean toilets, but we also have some that are a little dirty. One's occupied right now.
Why are there no doors?
I tried my best! I made stalls! Is that not good enough?
I guess it's fine. Don't look at me.
Izzy, you are being watched.
Oh my god.
I think
Yeah.
Ash did a great job. These are common American stalls. With gaps that
Thank you.
big.
Yeah, there are gaps that big here in America for the bathroom stalls. Thank you, Katie. So continuing from there...
Yes? Clean up your mess in the bathroom. No, you can't make me.
Yes, Izzy. Don't listen to him.
Elmer says no.
So continuing from the bathroom, we have this room on the right. It's not really a room though. This room, it's more of a parking lot for the restaurant. I didn't really know what else to add to this place, so I was like, oh, you know, there is a carpet for a parking lot, so let's go with that. And you know, they also added cars with 2.0, so you know, figured why
Izzy,
not.
pop the tires, Izzy. No one leaves.
I'm gonna suck on the fumes.
That's not what I said.
Remember that tweet that Elmo put out and everyone just like trauma dumped him?
And then he got
Oh, you
attacked
too?
by Larry David on.
Got the crap kicked out of him.
Yeah.
So continuing with the whole restaurant theme, we have the basement. This is just a little stock room, you know, your average stock room with ingredients that we might need. Nothing weird happening in here at all. Just a little stock room, you know?
Was that a body?
I hear
Is that the body of SheepWave?
Hear the voices of Dove, hear the voices of SheepWave, hear the voices of sheep, hear the voices of sheep.
Report us to the police!
That's not SheepWave, I swear. And my restaurant may or may not be a whole laundering scheme. Who knows? You know, there might be something going on in there. I don't know. Anyways, there's one more room to look through, which is the upstairs, and I just made it my bedroom. So I live up here, and then I have the restaurant downstairs, and I think I made it pretty good. You know, I kind of made it like it's a whole, like, little apartment, basically. And I think I squeezed in a lot of detail for one room, you know? Look at all this. I'm pretty proud of how this came out.
While I decompose in the basement, she decompresses in the attic.
You trying to hold hands while sleeping or something?
I think so.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
So there's two more beach areas I want to go through, one of them being right next to my house here. If you just go down, it's just like a little area that I made like a little surfing shack, a place where people lock up their surfboards or could rent them. And then you also have this little beach area that you can, you know, just relax with. And there's all sorts of little drinks
Fine.
and stuff. And And then you've got even Captain's area just a little spruced up. Just because, I had to decorate everything. This is the final stage of my island.
I saw Rice pull out a giant fish.
This?
Is that a flea? Don't bring
no.
fleas to my island, dude!
No.
Do you want me to take care of this, Ash?
Yes,
oh my
you
god.
can. So far you've seen everything. It's kind of been more like kind of city-esque or town core, whatever people want to call it. But if you go up the stairs next to my house, there's a whole little natural area that's kind of like the farming area. And I tried to make it themed like it's where all the restaurants on my island get their ingredients. I don't know, I just thought it was a really good idea to have like this truck here that's like loading up ingredients. This is Melba's house, which is just, it's just a normal house, because she already has, like, this farmland all around her, so I was like, okay, she needs a place to relax, since basically her whole area is farmland. So going from this little farm area, there's a bridge that goes across here and then into the little camping area that I've made. It's just like a little natural area to go along with the whole farming theme. And plus, we have to have a campsite. So I made this little campsite area, which I'm very proud of because I was like, okay, I am running out of space, but I also still want to have a layered look for this whole campsite area. And I think this came together pretty well because, you're still surrounded by trees and plants and waterfalls, and you can't even tell that there's still more island behind this part to explore. So we just came from the little campsite area, and then from the campsite and farming area, if you go up, you get to the food truck area. I just needed more space to fill, and so I was like, well, there's trucks now with the 2.0 updates, so why not add these trucks to act like they're like food trucks? So we have, like this little bakery food truck, and then we have like this fruit and pie truck over here, and just little places to sit as well. And, there's just all sorts of buildings all around just to kind of really make you think you're back into the town city area. And then there's a set of stairs that we can go up here, and that takes us to Teddy's Doughnut Shop. He's actually home, so let's all crowd his home.
Let's do it.
So this is Teddy's little donut shop. I just thought it would be a good idea to have a donut shop. I know we have a donut shop like near the front of the island, but this is a building donut shop. Can you please leave that cannon alone?
Sorry.
You're not licensed to use that.
Fire the cannon. Destroy.
Yeah, this is just Teddy's little shop, and I think it came together pretty well. I love the color scheme. I think it works for Teddy as well. I think it just all makes sense. In my head, it makes sense. And that's all that matters, because it's my island. Now, if y'all could, like, get out of my way.
Teddy won't move.
So, fun little fact, from the donut shop, you could actually get to the campsite area. There's a little vine that you can climb down right here. So that way, if you wanted to get to the campsite, you could, but we're just oh, I shouldn't have pointed that out.
What's that?
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go this way.
Aww.
I wanted to put that there just to kind of show how it all, layers and works together. Speaking of layering, this is a part of my island that I worked very hard to perfect because I was running out of space, but I made this whole area where you could just overlook and see a whole bunch of buildings in the distance. So as you're walking across here, you could just see all these buildings, and during Christmas time, I put all sorts of reindeers and lights on those houses back there. But I'm really happy with how this whole thing came out because I don't know, I really like when there's like layered looks to islands. So I'm very proud with this area, especially because it took me forever to get this bridge to fit right in here because this is a very small space to fit a bridge like this. Stop dropping those!
It's a good place for a gnome.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I swear to
dang
God. So coming back down these stairs, we just go around here. We have the food trucks, and there's a staircase over here that we can go down as well. So if we go down these staircases, I'm going to show you a little bit right here. This is the path that takes you all the way to the airport. So if you remember this path that I mentioned earlier, so now we're going to come back down this path and that, you know, just to kind of show you how it all flows around. Coming back up, this is where all of that leads. This is Marty's pancake house, which was shown in my previous tour video, which was almost 2 years ago. The house hasn't changed at all. But I guess, you know, just since he's home, we can go take a look at his house, but I wanted to theme his house around pancakes because he's a pom-pom-perian character, and I think that just makes sense.
Is he wearing a fedora?
He's wearing a beret.
Oh. I'll be over here doing the dishes.
I haven't made any changes because I think it looks really good after 2 years. I just think, you know, everything fits so perfectly. So why, you know, what's the phrase? Don't fix what's not broken. What
If it ain't
Don't
broke,
break it
don't
if it ain't fixed.
Set it on fire.
Break it more and rebuild it.
There we go. All right. All of those are right. You can see there's little details in between all these different things, you know, just to fill up the space. We have this little alleyway back here with a soda machine, and then we also have this building to the right of the pancake house, and there's something on top of the building, which we will get to in just a second. Because right here is the carnival. Look at all of that. I think this came out just right. I had a carnival in my last tour, but it did not look like this whatsoever. It got changed a whole lot. And my favorite part is not only all the rides, but the fact that there are rides layering into the view of this whole carnival. The carnival also has a secret little spot. Oh,
Sorry, I sneezed.
did I just get flashed?
I think you did.
There's a secret little place at the carnival, which if you climb up this little vine here that's hidden, there's a little arcade. I had this little fun fair arcade in the last tour, but I had it in a different area. So I moved it here once I had everything more finalized, and I think it still came out pretty good. You got your crane machines, you got your plushies you can win from playing the games. You know, everything I could want at a fun fair. So heading towards the back of the carnival, we have a little area that you exit to, which is a little cotton candy stand. There's cotton candy you can pick up, which Tizzy just picked his little stick up. And then we also have a little sitting area that you can enjoy your cotton candy. Just look at that. I love it. I had to incorporate cotton candy somehow since, you know, there's actually cotton candy items you can take. And you just stole that cotton candy from Katie. She was
What do you mean?
taking
You know what
pictures
time
for her Instagram. Yes. There's this whole area behind the carnival, and I'm very proud of this area. I've had this area for a long time. I really haven't changed it at all. I just think it came out really good. I just came up with this one day because I wanted something that led to where Red docks his boat every week. And I don't know, I think it just came out really good.
Oh my god, bread! Bread! Look at the bread!
But yeah,
Umbrella's a really cool, like, effect.
yeah, I love the umbrella effect. People thought of that and they're geniuses. So yeah, this is a bread bakery, and I know we've been to a couple of bakeries before, but you try to make a whole island with all the food that they've given us that fits with this whole pastel theme. You try doing that, okay? So yes, there's another bakery. So that bakery is dedicated to bread, and then on the left side is a bakery, just an average bakery that has like muffins and scones and cakes. So coming back away from that whole Reds area, you go to the left here, and it takes you to this cute little themed truck. I change it with every season. Right now it's hot cocoa, and it has like a heart hot cocoa sign to kind of go with Valentine's because it's still cold outside. So I was like, oh, okay, that'd be cute for, you know, Valentine's theme crap, you know? And then we have a little area that you can sit and drink the hot cocoa, but there's also another secret little place that you can walk up. So there's this little lemonade store here, and they don't just sell lemonade, they also sell like iced lemon tea and stuff like that. And I've had this design in my head and on several different versions of my island, and so I just felt like it had to be in the final version as well. So there's this little alleyway, just cute little details in between these buildings, and so this is the area that we saw from up here, this bridge area that I was very proud of. This, you know, I was working with it as much as I could because, you know, there's not too much space. We're at the back of my island, but I think it came out really good. So this area in the back left corner of my island is specifically going to always change with the season. So right now it's themed around Valentine's Day, so I made it where it was like it's getting ready to ship out Valentine's gifts and everything. So yeah, I think it came out pretty well, and I put these little snowflakes out there because you know, it's still winter, so it works, but you know, we can't see them glistening right now since it's not nighttime. And then that just leads us to like a little beach. I put like this little setup on parts of my beach where there's not too much room to navigate through, just to fill up the beaches. But yeah, and then that just takes you all the way back to the front of my island, but we'll go through this part and get back to where we were. So coming back from this area where Red docks his boat, we can go to the right, and this leads up to the area where I have my museum. But first, there's a fancy garden in front of the whole museum area, because the museum deserves, you know, a little oomph, you know? It deserves this whole grand view. From this view, you can see two gazebos. They lead to the same place. It's just that I wanted to make everything very symmetrical in this area because, again, it's a very fancy lead up to the museum. So it doesn't matter which one you go up, but I'm going to go up this one, and it leads up to the museum. Very beautiful. And to kind of keep with the whole fancy theme, we have two houses on each side of the museum, one on the left and one on the right. And we have the coffee shop run by Marshall here. It's in competition with Brewster's Cafe, The Roost. So we have the fancy coffee shop here, which I'm very happy with this build. He was the first house that I actually decorated for amongst all my villagers. And then you also have to the right over here, you have a fancy tea house that is Judy's house, which I am also very proud of her house as well, but too bad neither of them are home. So Marshall's house also has a little secret. I like to put little secret areas as much as I can, but I have to, there we go. So there's a secret vine that you can walk down, and it leads back into the area where Red docks his boat, and it's just a secret little mimosa bar. I thought it looked really cute to put a cute little, you know, secret mimosa bar. But look, it looks so good. All this layering with Marshall's house, this little mimosa bar, and then the bottom layer down there where Red's boat parks. It's just great. So going down the other staircase from the museum area, we have where we came from before, from Red's area. But coming down a little further is the last area that we're really going to tour. It's this area. Again, this is going to be changing with each season. Right now it's, you know, pink for Valentine's. And then from here to the left, or to the right, if I remember my lefts and rights, we have a little crepe shop that is run by Chai, which she's actually home, so we can actually go in there. I think I toured this place in the last tour video I had, but I've changed it since then a little bit, so we're just gonna go in and take a look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. You know, it's a small space, but we made it work.
Would she be upset if I stole a cup of coffee on top of her head?
Yeah, that's like part of her.
You
Drink the brain liquid.
Take the brain liquid.
That's delicious.
So that's everything right in front of the museum, but I also kind of skipped over. There's just this little filler area here that has like little ducks and bunnies, you know, just strewn about because I wanted it to be a little natural area in front of the museum. There's a staircase going down here, but I actually forgot an important area over here by the museum. So from the museum to the right, there is a staircase that leads to this little beach area. And it's an area that I've had for a long time, but I've renovated it so that way I could include new items from the 2.0 update. And it's just basically a little smoothie bar or like, you know, tropical juice bar, you know, just something to fill up the beach area with. And I think it came out really well. I really like how everything flows over here. So yeah, I really like it. So I'm gonna take the staircase down over from the cinnamon roll area to this little ramen shop, and I think it came out pretty well because I wanted to layer it a little bit. You know, there's some ramen that you can slurp up here, and there's even another hidden pathway here, and I think this is the last hidden area that you can get to, so that way you can come up here and just enjoy some rooftop ramen. Isn't that nice? Please stop firing the cannons!
Sorry.
Explore the ramen titty.
I'm so full of food. I'll show it off though.
Excellent.
Yeah, just another little area to fill up some space and to really layer the island a little bit. So this pathway leads over to the carnival, which we walked through earlier. You can also see this is the Doughnut Shop that we saw earlier. So if you go to the right of that pathway, it takes you back to resident services, which means we're pretty much done. But I also forgot this area to the right. We kind of looked at it a little bit earlier. We have the Able Sisters shop right here. I didn't really know what to do with it because I use so much space on my island, so I kind of just plopped it on this little you know, this little piece of land that stretches out into the ocean. Have fun in there, Ethan. And then this is, you know, I don't know why I'm ending it here, but really there's just this little small area that I didn't really know what to do with because, you know, there's already some layering going on, so I couldn't do too much, you know, with decorations. But when you cross this bridge, it takes you over to the tropical juice bar that we just went through.
There's more beach down to the like right bottom right. I don't know.
Oh yeah! No, I didn't. There's just so much of my island, I forgot what all there is. So going from resident services all the way down, I forgot there's this whole beach area that I made. So this beach has a little traveling truck that came from the farmer's area to bring in ingredients for the smoothie bar that we have here. So we have a little smoothie restaurant. This laps around and leads back over to the pathway that takes you to the airport. But I really like how I was able to fit this here because there's not a ton of room, but this is the biggest part of my beach. There's also this little sitting area that you can sit and have some smoothies. And then, like I mentioned before, there's all these little beach chairs that fill up beach space because I needed to fill up beach space without, you know, doing too much. So that's just a little look into my island. I hope you visit the dream address because I worked really hard on this, but I really worked on it for me, but I would love to see other people enjoy this place too, as much as my friends enjoyed it. What are you doing with that
Visit
shovel?
my body in the basement!
Look at Ethan. We got Ethan in the back.
Why'd you take the tree? Put the tree back!
Second
No!
heist complete.
Well, make sure that you can be seen. But we're gonna start right at the airport because this is just where it really starts for me, personally. This is the front of my island. You know, if you do go through...
Do we do that? Sorry. Cole, push me in!
Disrupt for my power continue. Yes, more.
What the hell is happening?
It's
too
Kingdom
many-
Hearts moment. Look, I'm looking at the Destiny Island or whatever.
There's just too many things going on. Because while
Kyrie,
you're
take
singing
the
that,
star fruit.
Oh no!
Shove it in my mouth. It's the only way we can be forever together. Do it, quick!
Take one of the arms of the star fruit. Put it in my mouth.
so much of that is getting cut out.